Paul Heyman didn't have the best night on WWE SmackDown in France. The Bloodline was beaten down by Kevin Owens and Randy Orton during his promo, and Heyman was hit with an incredible three-word chant. Paul Heyman is fully aware of the chaos within the Bloodline right now. After WrestleMania 40 saw the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns run as undisputed Universal Champion and Solo Sikoa seemed to take matters into his own hands. He kicked out Jimmy USO and replaced him with Tama Tonga. During Paul Heyman's promo on the RKO show on SmackDown tonight, he was hit with loud "We Want Roman" chants from the audience in France. The return of the Tribal Chief is going to be bigger than ever, and it's going to be interesting to see what direction it takes. WWE is now laying the groundwork for what will eventually happen, as Heyman revealed in a bombshell confession to Nick Aldis that he hasn't been in touch with Roman Reigns since WrestleMania. This meant that Roman Reigns didn't voluntarily withdraw from the WWE draft, as the Wiseman mentioned. In reality, Heyman made the decision himself, stating that he didn't want the Tribal Chief involved in the chaos of the Bloodline. On the Backlash Kickoff show, the crowd also chanted "Thank you, Roman" at undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Is WWE programming going to pick up only when Roman Reigns returns? Only time will tell. On a brisk Friday evening, the Parisian air was electric with anticipation as thousands of WWE fans flooded the Accor Hotel's arena for a special international edition of WWE SmackDown. The city's historic charm seemed to meld effortlessly with the vibrant energy of the WWE universe, creating an atmosphere that was both nostalgic and thrillingly contemporary. As the arena lights dimmed and the iconic SmackDown theme echoed through the hall, the French crowd's excitement reached a fever pitch. Among the sea of passionate fans waving signs and chanting, a unique, palpable buzz rippled through the audience. Tonight promised something special. The night progressed with electrifying matches and dramatic segments, each one intensifying the crowd's fervor. But the main event segment was what everyone was waiting for, a confrontation involving Roman Reigns, the current Universal Champion, and his cunning advisor, the ever-polarizing Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, with his distinctive bald head, piercing eyes, and a penchant for grandiloquent monologues, had a long history of inciting strong reactions from wrestling fans worldwide. His mastery of the microphone and unparalleled ability to draw heat made him both revered and reviled in equal measure. As the strains of Head of the Table signaled Roman Reigns' entrance, the crowd erupted, but there was an undercurrent of anticipation that hinted they were saving their loudest reactions for Heyman. Reigns, with his imposing presence and icy demeanor, slowly made his way to the ring, the Universal Championship gleaming on his shoulder. Heyman followed, clutching the microphone as if it were a scepter of power. As the duo stepped into the ring, the audience's murmur crescendoed into a rolling chant. The unexpected was about to unfold. Heyman, with his characteristic bravado, began to speak, his voice dripping with arrogance. "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the special counsel to the Tribal Chief, the reigning," but before he could finish, a chant started to swell from one corner of the arena. It was faint at first, like a whisper riding on the breeze, but it quickly grew louder and more unified. Soon, it became impossible to ignore. The entire arena reverberated with a rhythmic, mocking chant in perfect unison, "Trois mots, mentor." 3 words, liar. The chant, originating from a particularly vocal section of the crowd, caught on like wildfire. "Trois mots, mentor. Trois mots, mentor." The chant was relentless, a staccato beat that echoed Heyman's own rhythm of speech, but turned against him. Heyman's usually stoic demeanor cracked ever so slightly. A flicker of confusion and then irritation crossed his face. He tried to drown out the chant by speaking louder, raising his voice to command the crowd's attention, but it was no use. The French fans, notorious for their passion and creativity, had seized the moment. Roman Reigns, ever the cool and composed champion, glanced sideways at Heyman, a slight smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. The audience's chant had amused him, if only for the novelty of seeing his normally unflappable advisor thrown off balance. Heyman, desperate to regain control, paced the ring, his face a portrait of barely contained fury. "Silence!" Silence, he bellowed into the microphone, his voice cracking slightly under the strain. But the crowd was merciless, their chant only growing louder and more synchronized. Trois mots, mentor. Trois mots, mentor. In a desperate bid to turn the tables, Heyman leaned into his persona. Is this how you treat greatness? Is this how you show respect to the tribal chief? He shouted, gesturing to Reigns, who remained stoic but visibly amused. You people should be bowing down and acknowledging him, not spewing this nonsense. The chant wavered momentarily, but then resumed with renewed vigor, now more of a taunting song than a chant, each repetition driving the point home. Heyman's face flushed with frustration, the color rising to his cheeks in a way that was almost comical given his usually composed facade. Desperate, Heyman tried a new tactic. You chant liar as if it means something. But look at your champion. Look at Roman Reigns. He stands before you as the embodiment of truth and excellence. Reigns, sensing the need to intervene, took the microphone from Heyman. Paris, he began, his voice low and authoritative, immediately silencing the crowd. Acknowledge me. For a moment, the arena was silent, the crowd hanging on his every word. Reigns' command of the audience was absolute. But then, from somewhere in the back, the chant began anew, this time softer, more of a mocking whisper, Trois mots, mentor. Reigns, visibly irritated now, leaned into the microphone. Heyman speaks the truth. I am your tribal chief. You will show respect. His words were a mixture of command and plea, a testament to the unexpected power of the crowd's chant. The segment, intended to solidify Reigns' dominance and Heyman's status as the eloquent mastermind, had taken an unexpected turn. The Parisian crowd had stolen the spotlight with their three-word chant, turning the tables on one of WWE's most skilled orators. As the show went off the air, the chant still echoed through the arena, a haunting reminder of the unpredictable nature of live wrestling and the undeniable influence of the WWE universe. Heyman and Reigns exited the ring, the former seething and the latter more contemplative, each realizing that tonight, the true stars were the fans and their three-word chant, Trois mots, mentor. The following days saw the chant become a viral sensation, with clips flooding social media and fans worldwide adopting the phrase as a playful jab at Heyman. It was a testament to the power of the WWE universe, a reminder that no matter how carefully scripted the show might be, the fans always had the final word.